What's your take on what Draymond Green calls the new media? Wherein players, man, are taking up the mics. And in the local scene, Jared Dillinger, diba, is also doing his own
Yeah.
podcast, diba? What's your take on that? And as a media professional doing this for 10 years now, how are you feeling? Are you feeling that competition with them? No, or do you feel like it's really a great avenue as well?
Well, first of all, shout out to Jared Dillinger. I'm happy to say that he's someone I consider a friend. And in fact, I know how much preparation and hard work and commitment and dedication he and that group put towards making this podcast. By the way, their podcast is incredible, beautiful. The quality is good. The guests
I
they have
agree.
are good.
I agree.
Conversations are awesome. So people should check out their podcast. And again, shout out to them for doing that. Um, Now, in terms of the new media, I don't look at it as competition. I mean, anyone and their grandmother can start a podcast nowadays. Anyone and their grandfather can start a podcast nowadays. Anyone and their driver, their friend, their someone they haven't met since they were classmates in kindergarten or someone can start a podcast nowadays. I mean, podcasts are popping out left and right. And who are we to tell players you're not allowed to have a podcast just because you're talking about something you do for a living? Well, then maybe I
Yeah.
shouldn't do this interview today where you're talking to me about how I do my media work. I get how some media practitioners, particularly in the States, might feel, oh, these people are doing our jobs for us, and there might be a level of bitterness there to some degree. But they're free to do it if they want to, right? They're they're free to voice out their opinions. They're free to say what they have to say. And just because you're a basketball player, it's not like you're playing basketball 24/7. Just because you're an athlete doesn't mean you're doing your sure you'll work out in the morning, you'll eat right, maybe you'll train again in the afternoon. But then what are you doing the rest of your day, right? Are you supposed to just bum and watch TV shows or play video games and not do podcasts just because you're an athlete? I mean, let people pursue their passions, let them go for what they want. And it's about building communities. It's about building your network. I am grateful to say that, I have people who listen to my podcast, who watch my podcast episodes, who look at my work. And that's a community that I have built over time. The key to anything, not just podcasting, not just working in media, not just being a writer, is consistency. Consistency is a key to success if you want to be successful in whatever you're achieving after. So, if you want to be a podcaster, whether you're an athlete, whether you're a student, whether you're a media practitioner, whether you are, an accountant, a lawyer, whatever you are, right? A salesman, saleswoman. If you want it to be successful and you're willing to put in the time and effort to making it work, then it's going to work. And just because you have a certain title of what you do, it doesn't mean that you're allowed and not
Yep.
allowed to do certain things.
Yep.
I mean, you're not allowed to like commit like crimes, right? You're not allowed to like do stuff that are illegal or like, a disservice to humanity and other human beings. But in terms of like passion projects, why the hell not? I mean, all for everyone in the
Exactly.
world, isn't that what we're all doing? Aren't basketball players just chasing their passions as well by playing basketball? Or aren't you two
Beautiful.
just chasing your passions as well about talking to people about their careers and learning about it? So, it's I know sometimes it feels like the world is very small, but there's enough room and space for a lot of us to succeed in our respective fields. And if we just took the time to help each other out along the way rather than displaying how superior we are to everyone else, that can go a long way in helping all of us.